give up, and then certain things you can't. Rondo to the rim is inexcusable.
Gasol gets past and gets hammered. An aggressive move from Pau Gasol. And he will shoot two. Rasheed Wallace picks up his second. Right now a 5-point Laker lead. Opening minutes here of the second quarter at the TD Garden. First meeting of the season between the Lakers and the Celtics. Gasol getting his third All-Star berth earlier this week. He hits the first. Coming up at halftime, Stuart Scott, Michael Wilbon, John Barry will have the T-Mobile halftime show. First half recap. Also our NBA calendar. Phoenix at New Orleans on Monday, 8 Eastern. And then ESPN next Wednesday, Miami at Boston, Phoenix at Denver. And then on TNT Thursday, Miami at Cleveland, San Antonio at Portland. A lot of big games coming up as we go toward the All-Star break. Rondo, a whistle before, a foul on Walton. And that's 3 on Walton already. Team not in the penalty, but we'll take a timeout.
Lakers trying to establish a rhythm, trying to find themselves. Well, two guys that certainly helped. Tony Allen pursuing the basketball, the hustle plays, and then Rajon Rondo, the all-star, getting to the cup time and time again. Lakers up 6.
30 Eastern. Pro Bowl kicks off at 7:20 Eastern. Back in Boston, where the Celtics down by 13 at one point, within 6 with 3 minutes gone by here in the second. Moments ago, Doc Rivers not happy with his team's lack of taking care of the ball.
7 turnovers. Come on, guys. We got to take care of that ball. We're making cross-court passes all game. That's the 4th cross-court pass turnover we have. All 4 have led to baskets.
Doc Rivers saying you got to take care of the basketball. It's a recipe for disaster. Turning it over. Ray Allen dribble penetration. Looking for Rasheed Wallace. Throws across his body. Jordan Farmer reads the play. Intercepts the pass. That looked like Brett Favre. You're not the Minnesota Vikings, Ray Allen. What are you doing?
Wow, way to just throw salt on the wounds of the Minnesota Vikings fans. But, Mike, you talked about the Pro Bowl earlier. You were talking about that?
Correct.
Fans out there have the chance to see tonight one of the hidden gems in the NFL, one of the top 6 quarterbacks in the NFL, and Matt Schaub, Houston Texans. Threw over 4,400 yards this year. Unbelievable. Great year, Matt.
Davis inside. You have a non-basketball agenda every game. You've got these 3 non-basketball facts you have to get in. We'll look forward to watching him.
I'm speechless, man. This guy here.
Well, the Celtics on the comeback trail here in the second. They're now within 4. Lamar Odom gets it to go. A 3-pointer for Odom.
Think about the luxury, if you're a coach, having him come off your bench. Handles, rebounds, can post, and at times can be a streaky range shooter.
And I will say this about Lamar. If he played 40 minutes a night, if you played him like a starter, he would lead the league in rebounding.
Defensive 3 seconds. He's 12th in rebounding coming off the bench. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, he's a great rebounder, but he's already played 40 minutes in his life, and he has never led the league in rebounding.
And I never made that statement until now.
Well, you can't wait till... What are you talking about?
He's a great rebounder.
I agree with that.
If he played starters minutes, he would lead the league in rebounding. You talk about 9.9 rebounds per game coming off the bench.
I agree.
He plays 31 minutes a game.
I didn't say if he played 31 minutes. I said if he played 40 minutes a night.
He's not catching Dwight Howard on the rebound. Just say I was wrong.
No.
I overstated the facts. He would not catch Dwight Howard.
I'm not going to say I was wrong. I truly believe that.
Believe me, I know you don't say you're wrong. I coached you.
Rondo with Bryant on him. Kicks it out, Tony Allen. Allen on the pull-up. Knocks it down again. Tony Allen, 5 of 8 from the field. The guy that missed 20 games earlier this season with an ankle injury. He's had knee problems. But filling an important role here this afternoon in the first half. Nice fake Gasol. How many 7-footers can do that?
That's a big-time play. A big-time play by Pau Gasol.
Lakers, meanwhile, they're shooting 68% from the field, and they only lead by 6. They've turned it over 7 times as well. Rondo looking. Wallace the extra pass. Tony Allen. That's a two-pointer. Tony Allen, the game's leading scorer here in the first half.
And I like the extra pass by Rasheed Wallace. Rather than jacking up another 3, find the hot hand.
And that hot hand has been the reserve, Tony Allen. And 5 minutes gone by here in the second. Artest bullies his way in, can't get it to go. Davis lost it, and Lakers ball. I don't know if he got possession. Right now there's 7 on the shot clock.
This is an oh my move. At the three-point line, 2 dribbles off a fake dribble hand or off a handoff. That's just skill personified.
But here's my problem. That's why the Celtic defense is nowhere near what it once was. There were a time in the past 2 guys would be in help position getting offensive foul.
Bryant, tough shot, won't go. Oldham nearly tips it in. Knocked out of bounds. And a 24-second violation. If you talk to some of the Celtics, they feel that they've always been a great team defensive schemes in the way they've worked, but they're not guarding off the dribble as well individually. That's what most of the complaints are.
Well, Coach, you know great defenses, and it starts with I got your back. In that situation, there's breakdowns, but who's going to help their buddy? And no longer do we see that with the Celtics.
Well, certainly when they had Posey, P.J. Brown, and Garnett at full health, they had incredible quickness, size, and toughness. And I think the toughness issue still has to be answered.
Rondo off the miss. Kicks out Pierce. Pierce for 3. An air ball. Knocked away and stolen by Rondo. Oh, the fake shot goes down. Ready play from Rondo, and the Celtics within 2. Number 1 in the NBA in steals. That was a beauty. Bryant. A little fake. Can't get it to go, though. And Perkins takes it away from Pierce. Rondo has Oldham on him. Rondo to Perkins, the finish. Celtics will come back to tie it up. And a standing ovation here at the TD Garden. They were down by 13 in the first quarter. Allen guarding Bryant. Bryant to the rim. Blocked by Allen. Here comes Rondo. Rondo blows past Fisher. Inside Davis. Blocked by Artest. And Davis gets it back, and it calls a timeout. Doc Rivers wants a full timeout. Rajon Rondo making things happen out there. The all-star point guard for the Celtics.
How about Doc Rivers looks at his point guard and says, help me, Rondo. He certainly steps up and does that defensively with the active hands. Oh, skip to my Lou, fake behind the back pass, and then pick and roll offense. Forces the help, finds an uncontested Perkins underneath. Rondo putting on a clinic.
Help me, Rondo. Skating rink. The Lakers and Celtics all tied at 40. Second quarter here in frigid Boston. Second quarter's been great for the Celtics, and of course this is one of the great rivalries in all of sports, certainly the most storied rivalry in the history of the NBA. Celtics right now leading in the most important numbers, 17 championships to 15 for the Lakers. They've each won the last 2. Lakers last year, Celtics in 2008. And perhaps they'll meet again, although certain other teams will have a lot to say about that. Meanwhile, Paul Pierce has not scored a point, 2 fouls, and his team has battled back from 13 down to tie it. Tony Allen off the bench. Just terrific play here in the first half. Rondo looking. Shot clock at 4. Pierce lines it up. Nails a 3. He's actually number